At this point, I am going to teach you how to use the cross multiplication method to solve change of subject questions. Let us get into it. This question reads, make u the subject of the relation 1 over f is equal to 1 over u plus 1 over v. So this is clearly a change of subject question where we are supposed to make u the subject. Now let us see how we can use the cross multiplication method to solve such a question. Now let's get into the solution. Now before we solve, let me teach you one thing about the cross multiplication method. You can only use cross multiplication method when there is an equal sign in a particular relation. So now that there is an equal sign, we need one fraction term at the left hand side and one fraction term at the right hand side. That is to say, a single fraction term at the left and a single fraction term at the right. But in this case, in our question, the fraction term at the left is 1 over f, which is one fraction or single fraction. Then we have two different fraction terms at the right hand side, which are 1 over u plus 1 over v. So it is not that cross multiplication cannot be used, but we need to go a step further before we can apply the cross multiplication. And the step is we have to convert or simplify these two fractions into a single fraction. So let us do that before we cross multiply. Now, if you want to convert the fractions at the right hand side into a single fraction, we would have to use the LCM method. Now, first of all, let's repeat the fraction at the left hand side. That is 1 over f. So let's write 1 over f. Then we bring the equal sign. So the equal sign will come. Now, the denominators of the fractions at the right hand side are u and v respectively. Since the two fractions are adding, please bring the LCM line. Then get the LCM, the least common multiple for u and v. And the least common multiple for u and v will be uv, since u will multiply v. They are two different variables or letters, so we can go ahead and multiply to get the LCM. So let's bring the uv beneath the LCM line. Now that we have the LCM, this is what you can do. There are two approaches here. You can cross multiply and put the product on top of the LCM line to form the numerator. Or you can just say this u is going to cancel the u in the denominator or the LCM. So the denominator u here will cancel the u in the LCM. That is, they divide into 1, remaining with v. Then v will move to the numerator 1 to multiply. So v multiplying 1 will give us v. Then you put the v here. Bring the addition sign. Now over here to the v at the denominator side for 1 over v. Use that v to cancel or divide the v at the LCM level. So the v at the denominator side for 1 divided by v will go and cancel or divide the v at the LCM level. So v cancels or divide v 1. Then 1 will multiply u, so remaining with u. Now u will move to the numerator part of the fraction to multiply the 1. So this u multiplying 1 will give us u. So we bring the u to this side. So you can see that it is just like cross multiplying at this side to get the numerator value. So v times 1 is v, u times 1 is u. So we end up getting a simplified fraction, which is v plus u all over uv. That is a single fraction. So we have accomplished one part, which is to get single fraction at the left hand side of the equal sign and the single fraction at the right hand side of the equal sign. At this point, we can now go ahead and do the cross multiplication. Now, one thing I want to teach you about the cross multiplication is how you do it. You have to do it well. Now, before you cross multiply, please repeat the equal sign. So once we are going to cross multiply, we will prefer to bring the equal sign. Now, this is the equal sign. If the equal sign is now in place, we will now use the denominators of the fractions to do the cross multiplying. Now the denominator, let's start with the uv. Now uv will cross to the other side to multiply 1. So this is what I mean. uv going to multiply 1 as the arrow indicates. Now uv times 1, let's use brackets to do it and put it at the left hand side. So it will become 1 into bracket uv. Since 1 is a term multiplying uv, that's why I brought 1 into bracket uv at the left hand side. Now the right hand side also, you can see f as a denominator. moving to multiply v plus u, which is in the bracket. So f will move to multiply v plus u, and this is how it's going to be: f multiplying v plus u. Now, the reason why we placed v plus u in the bracket is to consider it as a single term so that the f can multiply both the v and the u. So this is what we get at the end of the day. Now, let's continue to expand and remove the brackets. Now that we've been able to do the cross multiplication smoothly, we have to now expand and remove the bracket to see the expression. Now, 1 will multiply uv to give us uv, because 1 multiply any term or any number to give the same number. Now, we proceed. We bring the equal sign. Now, f will multiply v first of all to give us fv, and then f will multiply u, that is positive u, to give us positive fu. Now we have the plus f. Now finally we have gotten the expression uv is equal to fv plus fu. So we'll now group all the terms containing u to one side of the equal sign. Since we are making u the subject, let us group the terms containing u to one side of the equal sign. Now choose your own side. You can choose the left hand side of the equal sign or the right hand side of the equal sign. This time around, I want to choose the left hand side. So let me just bring uv, which is already u, at the left hand side. So uv is there. Uv contains the u to be made a subject. That is why it is still standing at the left hand side. Now another term containing u is the fu. So we will now subtract fu on both sides, or we will just move fu to join the uv and become a subtraction. Fu is positive here, so when it moves, it becomes negative fu across the equal sign. Now bring the equal sign to close it up, because we have been able to group all the terms containing u, which is supposed to be made a subject, at the left hand side. So we have uv minus fu, all at the left hand side. Now at the right hand side, we bring the terms that do not contain u, and the only term we have is fv, which is already at the right hand side. So we bring fv to the right hand side, so fv at the right hand side. Now at this point, let us factorize u out, since u is in uv and u is still in minus fu. So we factorize u out to get a single term for the u. Now let us do that. Now bring your brackets whilst you are factorizing out. Now u will come out. Now when u comes out, you bring the u. U is now going to divide or cancel out the u in the terms. So u will cancel out u here in uv. When it cancels out, it will remain with v. So bring v in the bracket. So v in there. Now, u will still cancel the u in the term minus fu. So if u cancels out or u divides u, it will be left with minus f. So bring the minus f in the bracket. Now the equal sign will come and fu. Once we factorized out, let us go ahead and make u stand alone, since we have a single u this time around. The reason for us to factorize is to make u a single variable or letter. Now that we've succeeded, let us proceed and then divide through to make u the subject. Now let's take it at this side. Let us repeat the expression, which is u into bracket v minus f is equal to fv, which is this one here. Now after repeating, you realize that we have to divide by v minus f, the term in the bracket, or that one in the bracket, so that we can cancel out. So divide this side by v minus f, which is down here. Then whatever you do at the left-hand side, please do the same thing at the right-hand side because of the equal sign. It is an equation. So we divide fv also by v minus f. Now the reason for dividing is to cancel out. So v minus f at the denominator will cancel itself, and v minus f at the numerator will also cancel out. They cancel each other to give 1. So 1 times u will remain with u. So u will be the only term or the only variable or letter remaining. So write u, bring the equal sign, the term here is fv divided by v minus f. So it means that once u is standing alone, it is now qualified to be the subject. So u is now the subject. So therefore u is equal to fv over v minus f. So please, this is the final answer. Thank you very much. Check out how to solve this same question using the LCM method. Please click on the link in the description below. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon to be notified anytime we upload new videos. I hope you understood and enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and share this video. Thank you and God bless you all.